Hey, what's up, Land? Today we're going to talk about the Alameda and Berkeley Discovery Tour. So here we are. Join us this Wednesday, January 12th, which is today at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, as we host the Alameda and Berkeley Discovery Tour. We'll be touring the cultural coastlines of Alameda and Berkeley, taking you on a cruise from Bay Farm Island all the way to the Berkeley Hills. Don't miss out on this chance to take a deeper look at the unique history of two gorgeous cities on the San Francisco Bay. Visit every location on this tour before it's over to earn a reward of .01 Spark. That's right, folks. This is your chance. .01 Spark. Registration is only $2,000 UPX. That's $2. $2 for .01 Spark. Not a bad deal. Registered participants will reclaim 100% of their registration fees throughout the tour. That means it's free! This is free Spark! Well, here's how you participate. Head into the Upland app, click on the menu at the bottom of the screen, click on Treasures, locate the City section button on the bottom left, select Oakland. Once Oakland is selected, the Alameda and Berkeley Discovery Tour should appear in the UI to register. Once the tour goes live, you'll be able to return to this screen and begin the tour. Welcome, Uplanders! You're just in time for our Discovery Tour, where we'll get a glimpse at touring properties with great stories behind them in both Alameda and Berkeley. Both of these cities can be found along the eastern shore of the San Francisco Bay, with both being a part of Alameda County. What you can expect on this tour is discovering the key cultural influences and landmarks found in these eclectic coastal communities, with the region at large being the fourth most diverse county in America. Without further ado, let's soak in some sun and get this show on the road as we tour along the coast of Alameda's Bay Farm Island and make our way to Berkeley. Our first location is 2900 Harbor Bay Parkway. Shoreline Park. Arguably the most beautiful city on the shores of the San Francisco Bay, Alameda has bountiful recreational trails that circle most of the island. Established in 1978, Shoreline Park wraps around the outer portion of Bay Farm Island with perfect views of San Francisco skyline. A section of the Bay Trail also runs along the water and offers great views of the Oakland estuary, opposite shore and downtown Oakland. You can often find bikers, hikers, joggers, and walkers basking in the California sun as they take in the sweet coastal views that can be found in all directions, just like the many visitors that reach these shores from all walks of life. Take your time and find the perfect spot for yourself to enjoy limitless views on the sunset over the Pacific. Our next tour location is 1251 Mckay Avenue. Crab Cove. When you want to explore nature with the whole family, Crab Cove is certainly the place to be. With plentiful nature programs and bay shoreline explorations, you and your little tykes can venture out onto the ever-popular Crab Cove Beach, just down from the popular Crown Beach, to explore the naturally beautiful shoreline teeming with abundant life. You can also stop by the Crab Cove Visitor Center to learn about the local wildlife and ecosystem of this pocket of the Alameda coastline. If you're lucky enough to catch a low tide, feel free to grab your shovels and go looking for some sea glass. Otherwise, bask in the glow of nature and see plenty of birds, crabs, fish, and more as you explore. The next location is 2401 Monarch Street. Spirits Alley. Spirits Alley is an eclectic cluster of artesian distilleries and tasting rooms along Monarch Street at Alameda Point that has helped transform the formal Naval Air Station from a once deserted area to a popular destination for both tourists and locals. Set within and among historic buildings and oversized hangars, Spirits Alley has a character that is distinctly unique. complete with stunning panoramic views of the San Francisco city skyline. Have your pick among a selection of award-winning distilleries such as St. George Spirits, Hangar One Vodka, Rockwall Wine Company, and much more. Just make sure you pace yourself along the way. Spirits Alley is meant to be savored and not conquered in a single day, unless you have a liver made of steel. And our next location is 705 Santa Clara Avenue. The Pacific Pinball Museum is an interactive museum. The Pacific Pinball Museum is an interactive museum offering a chronological and historical display of rare bagatelles and early games. I don't know if that's how you say that. To over 90 pinball machines from the 1940s to the present day that are available to play. Exploring the museum will quickly show you the sheer variety of nostalgic and entertaining exhibits on display, such as hand-painted murals, vintage jukeboxes, and of course, hundreds of arcade cabinets with their signature lights, bells, and whistles to ooh and awe over. The fun doesn't stop after one visit, as the PPM owns a larger collection of over 400 machines. So, swing by and check them out as they rotate in and out of the public exhibits. Our next location is 200 University Avenue. The Berkeley Marina. Do you smell the salt? We've made it to the Berkeley Marina. This urban waterfront retreat boasts over 100 acres of park space, 7 miles of trails, picnic areas, a 17-acre off-leash dog area, bird watching, educational programming at the Shorebird Park Natural Center, the naturally celebrated adventure playground, unparalleled panoramic views, and amenities for both boaters and non-boaters alike. With one of the best locations in the area, the Berkeley Marina is your gateway to the Golden Gate and San Francisco Bay, as it's situated on the east end of the Slot, famous for its all-steady sea breeze. The scenic Golden Gate Bridge beckons Berkeley Marina boaters out of the fairway into the San Francisco Bay. Whether you're taking a stroll along the shoreline or sailing your boat out onto the open sea, make sure you don't miss gorgeous views of this bay. Our next location is 2199 Addison Street. Whoa! I found a pinata! Well, folks, give me a moment while I punch this pineapple and collect that sweet UPX. UC Berkeley University Hall. Stepping away from the coast and further inland, we're at the entrance to the prestigious University of California, Berkeley. From a group of academic pioneers in 1868 to the free speech movement in 1964, Berkeley is a place where the brightest minds from across the globe come together to explore, ask questions, and improve the world. UC Berkeley was born out of a vision in the state of constitution of a university that would contribute even more than California's gold to the glory and happiness of advancing generations. Before entering the approximately 1,232 acres of land that the university grounds cover, you'll find yourself passing by the University Hall, built and established in 1959. This 7-story tower at the west edge of campus, designed by Welton Beckett and Associates, originally housed the University of California Office of the President. When UCOP relocated to Oakland, University Hall became home to the campus's visitor center and a variety of administrative offices, and a perfect place to begin an academic journey. Our next stop is 2199 Addison. Our next stop is 1517 Shattuck Avenue, Chespenis. You could say that Berkeley's business district is really a state of mind, colloquially known as the Gourmet Gulch or Gourmet Ghetto. This section of Shattuck Avenue has coalesced into a culinary destination unlike any other. One can get lost among all the selections of food and drink within the area, from specialty coffee, farm-to-table and local food movements, as well as popularizing chocolate truffles and baguettes to America. Restaurant Chespenis is often found at the center of the Gourmet Ghetto's farm-to-table food sourcing movement, using locally grown produce through sustainable methods. Known as one of the originators of California cuisine, this restaurant emphasizes ingredients rather than technique and has a vast supply network of local farmers, ranchers, and dairies. An iconic and definitive restaurant of the city, many former staff at Chespenis have gone on to start their own restaurants, bakeries, and food shops across the wider San Francisco Bay Area, all tracing their roots back to Shattuck Avenue. And with that, we've reached the end of our Alameda and Berkeley Discovery Tour. Thank you so much for joining us on this coastal cruise. We hope you got to see a glimpse of what these cities have to offer, and we'll see you next time.